Hello, my name is Patrick and my company is called Datum Training. So I run training courses in the use of surveying equipment. That would include the total station, GPS equipment and also leveling equipment. So my courses are fundamentally suitable for people with limited or no experience using the equipment. I've had people from the construction industry, junior engineers, recent graduates, tradespeople, and also people in other roles within the construction industry looking for training. I've also trained up people that need to pick up data, for instance, preparing planning applications and other types of data with surveying equipment. Now, some of the challenges people face now regarding learning how to use surveying equipment in the construction industry is the fact that first of all, you've got to get someone to actually show you how to use it. Now, someone may be able to use equipment, they may be very competent, but to actually explain it in a kind of a more systematic approach that is understandable, it can be a challenge for new entrants. You also have the challenge then that a lot of instruments, for instance, robotic total stations and GPS equipment, they don't really need people to assist them. So the opportunity to work alongside people using the instruments isn't as common as it was in the past. Now, the equipment I typically use is like equipment. I hire in the most up-to-date equipment. Now, if you're intending to use other equipment, don't let this be a barrier in relation to getting training. All equipment operates in the same principles. Total stations measures angles and distances. GPS equipment determines latitude and longitude. Now, the only difference between the various manufacturers is the fact that the menu systems change. So it's like anything else, you need to have a play around with it, but if you understand the concepts and the fundamental settings, it shouldn't be really a problem. Now, generally my courses are run in demand. There's a small market here in Ireland regarding training. I'm based in Cork. I'm prepared to travel to other parts of the country if I can get adequate numbers. I can provide training also at the weekends. I ran a few courses here recently. People travel down maybe from Dublin and other parts of the country, and we trained on the Saturday and the Sunday, so that worked out quite well. Now, regarding people's expectations, some people are under, I suppose, it's kind of an illusion that I'll attend a short training course using surveying equipment and that'll qualify me to become possibly a site engineer or a setting out engineer. Well, that really wouldn't be the fact, because setting out engineers, people that I would consider setting out engineers, they have a lot of experience and knowledge. They would have worked in the industry for quite a while. However, if you're interested in pursuing that type of work, the first steps you need to take is get some training. At least then if you turn up on a construction site, you're more informed. You can ask people questions. You don't need to ask as many questions. And I think, if there's experienced people on that site and, you come up to them and you ask them some questions, they're going to understand that you're knowledgeable and you're trying to pick up new skills. So a lot of them will be quite prepared to help you out in that respect. So just a little bit about my background. I left college in 1990, went to America, got a job out there assisting someone setting out with this company. So the instruments we were using out there initially were theodolites, dumpy levels and steel tapes. So that kind of gave me a good understanding of the setting out process, using, kind of relatively, they'd be considered old school instruments at the moment. However, that technology is still used all over the world, theodolites and tapes. So after a while then they purchased some total stations. We kind of learned and figured out how to use them out there. We got some brief training from the people that sold us the instruments. So after a number of years in the States, I came back to Ireland and I worked in the construction industry in Ireland and the UK for a number of years subsequently. I kind of got sick of the construction industry then at that stage. The work wasn't very consistent. long commutes to jobs, so I kind of moved out of the construction industry. So maybe 3 or 4 years ago, a job came up in the UK. They wanted someone to instruct people how to use surveying instruments. They were running courses, so I commuted over and back from Ireland for possibly 3 years. You know, we ran a lot of courses there. So I enjoyed the training. You know, I liked the interaction with various people. You know, we had big groups there attending some of them training courses, and they were quite busy. So I'm really doing the same thing now in Ireland at a smaller scale myself. So if you're interested in training, please get in touch, and we'll try and set up a training date. Now, thanks for listening, and goodbye.